18 years old, my oldest son had just blown out the candles a few nights before. Spent the night with friends across town, and my phone rang early in the morning. He said, "Dad, there's 3 guys outside and they ain't here to talk things through." I said, "Give me their names, son." He did, and I already knew. Three names that carried weight around there. 3 men people learned to leave alone. They'd done their time, they'd made their name, and thought that town belonged to them. My mother said, "Where are you going?" I said, "My boy needs me right now." I didn't stop to think about it, I just headed straight across town. They were small town thugs, king of the corner, kings of the street. Everybody lowered their eyes whenever they happened to meet. They were small town thugs, thought fear was a crown they could wear. But you find out who somebody really is when somebody finally doesn't care. They could scare a whole town, but they couldn't scare me. 'Cause you don't put your hands on my son and expect me to leave. I hit that driveway in under a minute and stepped out and walked toward the crowd. I didn't know a soul standing with me, didn't know who was theirs in that crowd. I was the new guy in a town where they'd all grown up together. But I wasn't thinking about making friends, I was thinking about my boy in danger. I stood there quiet for a minute, then I asked what's going on. One of them laughed and got real clever, like he thought I didn't belong. He said it'd be a damn shame if something happened to your truck like blowing up. I looked him right between the eyes and said, "Yeah, yours too if you're that dumb." They were small town thugs, king of the corner, kings of the street. Everybody lowered their eyes whenever they happened to meet. They were small town thugs, thought fear was a crown they could wear. But you find out who somebody really is when somebody finally doesn't care. They could scare a whole town, but they couldn't scare me. 'Cause you don't put your hands on my son and expect me to leave. Funny how the room gets quiet when the tough guy's bluff gets called. Funny how a big reputation doesn't look so big at all. They said maybe put that bat back inside your truck. I said maybe you boys should learn to watch what you say and do. 'Cause words can start a fire, and fires don't always stop. What you say today as a threat could leave somebody in a box. You better think before you speak. You better know where your line is drawn. 'Cause somebody might just stand their ground when you thought everybody'd run. A few minutes later, doors slammed shut, engine started up. They drove away without another word, like they'd finally had enough. And the strangest thing happened after that day in that town. People stopped stepping sideways when those 3 came around. They lost something bigger than a fight. They'd lost the fear they'd built for years. 'Cause once somebody stands up, the rest of the town can finally see clear. They were small town thugs, king of the corner, kings of the street. But the crown ain't worth a damn when nobody's scared to meet. They were small town thugs, thought fear was a crown they could wear. But you find out who somebody really is when somebody finally doesn't care. They can scare a whole town till one man said no more. They thought they owned but they didn't own them anymore. 3 names, 1 cars, 1 scared uptown. Then 1 father stood his ground, and the fear came crashing down. They were small town thugs,